today for another Kickstarter Critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today, I am actually pretty excited. Always excited to check out games on GameFound from companies that are not the larger companies. And today we're checking out the 16th, I believe, most popular project in all of GameFound right now, with 6 days left to go. That is Gone to Gaia. It had 5.4 thousand people who are fans, 491 converted. Looking from the left to the right, it doesn't look like that's a particularly great number. Like 6.6 to 1.2, 5.4 to 491, 5.3 to 669, 5,000 to 1.2, 7.3 to 595. That one also, well, that one's got some other stuff. We covered that one. But I love the fact that GameFound gives us this treasure troves of information to say, all right, they were able to convert people better than other people. And looking at the main box, I see it's a large box. I see that I'm probably going underwater, and that's all I see. It's very disappointing. I don't need to know your Rose Gauntlet. That doesn't mean, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but I don't feel like it does. I'd love to know your play length, time count to age. I'd love to see some of your components, which, as you can see, is very common. So main image, not doing anything for me. Safeguard, the last remnants of humanity and Gone to Gaia, sprawling cooperative roguelite campaign for 1 or 2 players. So pretty much you tell me it's a solo/co-op, 1 to 2. Okay. That might... Here's the thing. That actually makes me a little bit more surprised that this conversion number is so low. Because if you're signed up to be a fan, presumably you already knew that it was 1 or 2 players. And that's a player count that, you're going to have less people interested in that player count than you would if it went up to 3 to 4 or 5 or whatever. So I'm very interested to check this out. After looking at the main image and seeing this, I don't really feel like I've been convinced at all. So, yeah. Let's see. Hopefully what's in the inside is going to do it, because they have gotten funded. They're there. They got their $40,000 to make that big old box. And now they're at 111. Awesome. Kudos to them. As always, the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And if you want to support the channel, by the way, please check out the Patreon down below, where super chats are always appreciated. I need to start saying that because, and one quick show note, I'm going to start adding mid-roll ads to the videos. Times are getting a little bit tough around the Christmas time, so trying to get a couple more pennies every way I can. But go on to Gaia, let's go. Sorry for the panhandling. 326, wow, okay. You're really going to captivate me. Let's go. That's
the world
seconds.
Has been overtaken. It's been 1,000 years since the tide appeared. A purple mist that engulfed the planet, transforming it and its creatures into things unknown. As quickly as the tide has risen, so too have our human empires fallen. All that is left is Bird's Nest, Earth's last city, sitting peacefully atop a lonely mountain peak. Their citizens look towards Gaia, a distant relic shining through the mist, hoping that it will lead them to some sort of salvation. In Gone to Gaia, you take on the role of delvers, heroes that can explore the tide.
Now, I love that setup, and we can't be too long here because GameFound.
To Gaia, you take on the
Tell me that doesn't look way better than our stupid main image. That looks fantastic. That looks distinctive. That looks different and interesting, and I want to play that game. I did not, based on what you showed me on the front. Third of a point grade bump down. Main image sucks.
Heroes that can explore the tide, defeat monsters, and uncover hidden truths as they seek a way to reach Gaia and save humanity. In this roguelite campaign adventure, players will attempt to complete various quests and unravel the mysteries found within the tide and the town of Bird's Nest.
And that looks like the kind of game as a solo fan that I leave that set up and it looks inviting. It has great table presence, so I want to come back to this game, especially if the system is simple, which it looks like it probably is. The arrow system there looks pretty fun.
Powerful delver suits to survive within the tide and battle their way through the ferocious monsters that block the path to Gaia. Delver suits are powerful weapons in a fight, but they need brave souls to pilot them. Choose your character wisely. Your choice determines your starting equipment and can shape the course of your run. Attempt quests by completing a run.
Nice.
Every run is unique.
Like, once again, that book is way better than anything you got on the front.
And consists of different waves of monsters. Monsters spawn in different formations.
Looks very simple, familiar but different. Excellent.
Each battle requiring players to come up with new strategies. Defeating them grants experience and rewards, which can be used to level up and choose between upgrade paths. Gone to Gaia's unique battle system turns every encounter into a combat puzzle. Players must master positioning, anticipate counterattacks, and coordinate their strikes to survive. Teamwork is essential. One wrong move, and a delver can be lost forever. Whether you complete your quest or return with your tail between your legs, the town of Bird's Nest is always waiting for you. Within the town of Bird's Nest, the story of Gone to Gaia continues to unfold. Meet a cast of unforgettable characters, uncover their personal stories, earn special rewards, and gear up with powerful new equipment. Gone to Gaia has so much to discover, with a vast array of creatures to encounter, a robust campaign book, dozens of abilities and equipment cards to unlock, and so many more secrets to discover. You can even upgrade your experience with the gorgeously sculpted miniatures that bring to life the creatures of the tide.
I don't need it, but now I know about the deluxe that you're trying to sell me. Excellently done.
We can't wait for you to dive into the world of Gone to Gaia. Don't miss out on this epic adventure now on GameFound.
Like that shot, like that looks way better. Okay, that looks like a great game. That video saved it.
By Rose Gauntlet Entertainment.
We know. You already mentioned it. Doing good work here. Onairo. As always. Alright, so $111,000. Nice, good for them. And I can see why after that video. Like after the video, because if I'm just browsing, nothing about this main image has me inspired at all. But after the video, I'm in. I want to play it. It looks fun. I want to leave it set up. I want to come back to it. I want to learn the system. I want to invite other people. I want to play with my kids. Play like time count age. Age is 14 plus. Huh. I wonder if that's actually what it is. $325, but that's for the minis version. I don't need that. But it also gets me hopefully excited for maybe 100, 150, 170 maybe? Maybe? All right. Oh, we should check the track record. The can you do it? So do I want after the videos? Yes, I do. I'm interested. It looks like fun. I would like to play it. Can you do it? I don't know. You mention your name quite often like it was important and I should know what it is. A tabletop game publisher dedicated to the things. What have you done? Hopefully you'll tell me. Rose Gauntlet Entertainment. Kickstarter, because it looks like they haven't done a GameFound yet. Keystone, North America. Here we go. Let's see how their track record is on the customer service. So they did, this is Rose Gauntlet Entertainment. So 3 projects before. They did Wild Gardens, Keystone, and then, is that it? It shows 3. Oh, then Keystone. So yeah, we'll check Wild Gardens and Keystone North America because obviously if this is the second edition, we can infer the first edition had no problem. So this is the most recent one, the Wild Gardens. Make sure people got their stuff. No, probably not because this was 5 months ago. Okay. So putting that into perspective, they have done 2. This is going to be their 3rd game that they're putting out. Okay. Because this one's a second edition and expansion, so it's just... Okay. Any updates on Pledge Manager? Any updates on Pledge Manager? I was curious about this. There was a comment on whether or not we were able to get the second solo scenarios. We were so close to 100K. Development team is still discussing. Okay, so this one is not out yet. So they're pushing out the next game. This one did raise, to put it in perspective, nearly 100,000. So good for them. Keystone North America 2nd edition. Presumably this is all the way out because this was from last year. January, February, March, April, May of last year. I didn't get mine about 18 hours ago. Email us. 6 hours ago. Nice. I'm also in the U.S. and not received my pledge. 26. I'm in the U.S. and not received my pledge. Received the game and already played it. Great, but we are a bit sad that we aren't enough wooden tokens for a 4-player game, although we went all in with 4-player upgrades. What did we do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. The premium token packs were designed to go with the core game, which is only for 2 players. It looks like we could have made this clearer and tried to do that better in future campaigns. That's upsetting. Just got the game, saw this. I've intended to play with 4 players, but now I have a sour taste. It's going to be hard to get another set of premium wooden token packs, especially since they will be overpriced where I am. Okay. So it sounds like an amateur mistake, and that's not an insult, right? Like, when you publish, I'd say 1 to 5 to 10 games, you're still an amateur, right? I feel like that's well within reason because, you know, all right, next time we're going to make sure that we really emphasize that if you get this, you're still going to have half and half. But yes, people got their stuff, good deal. So can you do it? Yeah, because it might look bad that like, oh, they're pushing this out the door. But at the end of the day, they've done those, so I'm not worried about it. So can you do it? We'll go with a yes on this one. Looks like good customer service as well. Even better. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Let's get down to it. I know about the price of this one that I don't want. So, Gaming Trend Best of Gen Con 2024 award winner. I don't know what that means, but that's how you spotlight an award, people. Good stuff. Third of a point grade bump up. I think that's the second one I've given, too. Like, it's not hard. You get nominated for anything at all. Get the freaking picture, put it up there. It doesn't matter if it's Joe Schmo's award out of his basement, because the bottom line is it shows that somebody thought this game was good enough to give it a thing, and that's all you got to showcase. There's so many YouTube channels that nobody really cares about, including mine, that give out awards and seals and whatnot, that it's a good chance that you probably have some if you put out a couple games. Just go find them. Oh, what am I doing here? So that's interesting. So we don't have a pledge area per se. It's just, hey, go do it. All right, I'll shop how they want me to shop. So let's see. This one, no, get wrecked. 155 people said, yeah, I'll do that. I'll get the minis. I don't feel like you sold the minis to me well at all, by the way, before you got to the point where you're like, hey, go shopping. So I don't feel like that was a good play. And I'm wondering if the regular pledge is going to outsell this. 12 people did retailer. 140 just got the base game. 153 got this. Love Amidst the Tide. Is that expansion? The dating sim expansion. Okay. So first and foremost, I think that's awesome that there's a dating sim expansion in this game. However, the fact that this is just kind of lazily just like, oh yeah, that's what's in this one, feels like a very big misplay. And it goes back to what I'm saying of like, why would this be the point where you're like, all right, go shopping? And it's like, I don't know what I'm buying. I don't want your giant minis, so I assume there's a pledge in between. And I'm like, oh, the dating, do I need the dating simulator? What's this? You didn't mention this. Oh, wow. Look, there's a box and then a tiny bit of text. Boy, howdy, you've convinced me to spend $20. Like, why do people do this? Sell your freaking expansions. Ugh. All right. So the standard gamer bundle, I guess, is what I need. So this is the Gone to Gaia miniatures bundle. This is a different thing. So I don't feel like this is very good that you have 140, 153, and 155. That kind of, like, it's good that they all have decent numbers, that people are getting it, but I feel like this is undoubtedly what you're trying to sell, right? Like, because that's an expansion. And so does this come with it? So that comes with it. So you're up to a 300 print run of that expansion. And you're up to, 314 print run of that expansion. Doesn't feel great. And then what's this box? And it's probably just because you sold it so poorly. And then a premium wooden token pack. Once again, I don't feel like this was really well sold to me either. Was it here? I don't, like, I just kind of, oh, this is where you mentioned the dating sim? Oh, you did. You mentioned it right here. I'm a noob. Did I browse? What the hell is all this? I didn't see that. Oh, you know why I didn't see it? You know why I didn't see all that good stuff I was looking for? Because you gave me a clickable link to go pay. That's why. Yeah, why would you do that? Like, that was useful stuff I wanted to know about the dating sim. And I'm like, why didn't I see this? And it's like, oh, because you told me to just go skip it. 200 pages, that's fantastic. Like, why would you want me to skip that? I feel like you should be slapping me in the face immediately with the fact there's 200 pages in this. Because if you have 200 pages in that booklet, immediately I say, wow, $325 for a 200-page booklet. You're swinging me more potentially towards those miniatures I don't need. So we got the 135 here. 200-page booklet. We're good. I'm in. Like, it's a very expensive game, but it's a giant box and a 200-page booklet. Looks cool. Track record, solid, at least customer service-wise. They haven't really spotlighted any of their awards or not, except for the one for this game, which is great. So I feel like that's Kickstarter reasonable price. That feels like the price for a big box Kickstarter that, yeah, you're not just going to be able to get out of retail probably easily after the fact. Then we go to the standard gaming bundle, which you do the thing that everybody hates. where you lump in expansion with unnecessary component upgrade. Thank you, said no one. And I feel like that's probably part of the reason why this one has 150, this one has 150, and then this one has 150. Or whichever stupid, like, yeah, which one of these did? One of these kind of bombed, didn't it? Was it this one? I thought one only had 14. I don't know. It doesn't look terrible, though. 300, it's fine. It's Kickstarter reasonable. I don't have an issue with it. Price-wise, it's fine. That's good. It's good stuff. 24 spawn cards, 40 scenario cards, tons of things. The cool bird's nest display and token organizer. Yeah. Like, why would you want me to skip past all this good stuff? No. No, thank you. Yeah, we got miniatures. They're 35 millimeters. I hate this. You know most people are going to be from the United States of America. I know they do. They do miniatures in millimeters, but convert it to inches as well because you know where the majority of people are going to back this from. It's going to be the United States of America. Okay. Stuff, things. Oh, here's the dating sim expansion. It has a book. Okay, so it just adds extra text things. You know, I'm a little less excited for 20 bucks, but at the end of the day, I'm still probably in. But then again, I said probably. And that's apparently what everybody else thought, which is why 140 people are like, yeah, I just do with the base game. I don't need the dating sim thing or this. And the choose. So, like, yeah. I wonder if that's why they were like, hey, let's just skip to this. We don't want people to actually look into this and be like, oh, that's just a book that I don't need. It's very, and then this one, the Gone to Gaia miniatures bundle. So this is just for the, so this is if you don't, this is more for painters who don't want expansion content. They also don't, you also don't want the wooden upgrades. Ha. Wait, so what's this box? What's a white box? I don't, what is that? What's this box? I haven't seen, like, this box isn't in the other pledge levels, is it? Is that a rule booklet? What are they showing me here? God, I will say, I like the fact that the game found. Gone to Gaia, oh, that's another box of miniatures. Okay, it's just, whatever. 14 people said yay. So then we got stretch goals. UV spot gloss for the box. Okay. Alternative Delver miniature. So that one is an interesting one because it's just another mini, which I guess is great if you're getting the minis version. But what's is that most people? That's not most people, is it? So there's 293 to 169. So more people are not getting that than are getting that. Boy, howdy, that'll be a $200,000 banger of a stretch goal, said, you know, roughly 1/3 of your people. If that, honestly, because it's also not just that it's another mini that isn't going to be for everybody. It's also the fact that it's just an alternative mini. I'd rather have one card. Let me know what you think about that. I want to know, full up, would you rather have one card added to the game or an alternative mini? I'll take the one card every day of the week. I don't care. Now this, what is this? So that's like an extra mini that everybody, wait, everyone gets that? All copies of the game. What? So cool. So wait, so some of these getting to all copies of the game? Every backer. Whoa! Oh my gosh, you really screwed the pooch, I think, on selling this one. Because if you don't think twice, so this is actually a banger. So this is saying, I do believe that the people who weren't getting minis are now going to get minis. At least a few of them. Which in that instance, that's brilliant. I mentioned that in the video. If that is in fact the case here, every backer now receives an additional exclusive alternative Delver miniature. Yeah, wow. I feel like that was not nearly, that's brilliant. I love that. And this is why I love checking out projects that just different ones going in blind, because that's a really smart idea. Like, that's a really cool way. Yeah, one card, but now if it's one card versus, oh, instead of having a standee, you have a miniature, I think now we got a whole different conversation, right? Like, we're upping the thematicism of the game if my Delver now has this. I don't care if everything else is cardboard around me. Wow, I love that idea. I am stealing that idea and I am planning it deep in the back of my brain. If you can think of another Kickstarter that has done something similar to this, please let me know. But if not, I'm going to give the credit to Gone to Gaia. Chef's kiss. But I take back the chef's kiss on how you're telling me about it, because I had to really think about it and be like, oh, wait, that is awesome. Every backer. Yeah. So instead of this being a cardboard steady, it's this awesome dude throwing a grenade. Like, yes, please. And now it makes me want to hit stretch goals too. It's like, whoa. My non-miniatures game is becoming a somewhat miniatures game. Like, that's exciting. Wow. Oh, man. Extra disappointed in them now for not capitalizing on that. How to play video. Cool. View prototype rules. Neat. Preview chapter 1. Excellent. I would put those higher. I would put those way higher. I'd put the how to play for sure out there. Like, assuming it's like a real how to play. Oh, and it's, once again, it's just taking me to a different part of your video. Why don't you just put it up there? Like, it's not like people are like, oh my gosh, this top of the Kickstarter or Game Found section is so cluttered with the how to play video. No, nobody's saying that. They're like, oh, cool, that's there. That's awesome. Fantastic. Continue scrolling. Like, it's not clutter. It's not another preview. This is a special, it's not a hot dog, it's a steak. Show the steak. Now this hot dog, and that's not an insult to One Stop Co-op Shop or the Purple Moose. It's just, that's what a preview is compared to a how to play video. Now, gameplay, on the other hand, that's a very valuable one. All right, new to Game Found. Create an account, back the project, probably not. Anywho, like that it's there. Solo gameplay, cool stuff, shipping and taxes. What more do I need? I'd like some quotes. Definitely felt like you got some videos. Some quotes would have been nice there. So $14 for the game, so I'm in and out around $169. That's not bad. Not bad. Yeah. How much is it? Feels fine. The standard gamers bundle. Which one's, is that the one? Is that the one where I get the dating sim? Because I do want the dating sim. Like, I obviously want the dating sim. I don't care if it's just a book. Yes, that's the dating sim, and then that other crap that you're making me buy. You know what? I wonder how many people just went here. Part of me wonders, this number's so high because so many people went 135, and they just said, all right, let's add the 20 on the back end, which is nice that you let me do that. But still, I definitely don't feel like they sold their big pledges that well. So updates, comments, give this one a grade. A good one. A closer look at the Gone to Gaia dating sim expansion. Wow. Novel idea. Today's update includes this. This is from 5 days ago. The quirky and heartfelt add-on was dreamed up by the person who designed the game. They do the thing and stuff. Yes, this should be down there. This should be down here. All this information should be down there, right? Not above crucial, like, shopping information necessarily, but in that area where I'm making the decision if I'm going to give you the extra money, like, this sounds cool. Okay, now we're out exploring, we're leaving our city that's up over the water, and now I'm also trying to date? Like, that sounds fun. Like, yes, please. Did not feel like you sold that well. I feel like that, especially if you have a 3-minute video, is worth at least a sentence or two. You only have one expansion. You know you have one expansion. It's an interesting, unique expansion. And yet you're like, yeah, we need to say our name for 10 seconds of the video instead of mentioning useful information. I really care that it's Stone Gauntlet, whoever the hell you are. No! Tell me your dating sim expansion. My boxes sadly live in the garbage, but I know a lot of people really enjoy displaying all their games and want that pop. But on the side, I have no complaints when my boxes arrived in dent. Cool stuff, things. Let's check out the comments, give this one a grade. Free Gone to Gaia demo is now available on Tabletopia. Excellent. Put that higher on the thing, on the page. Runeboard's quick play, the dating sim at the end of the last crowdfunding countdown was great. Yeah, I'd put that on there. Or spotlight that. Like, hey, this one features the dating sim. Like, that's the kind of thing, like a little sentence on those videos would be nice. Dan Thurup has tried Gone to Gaia. Here are his early thoughts posted on Blue Sky. It seems neat. I like the character system. Feels good. Offers a lot of ways to develop, but not too complex. I didn't see much of the campaign, but it didn't seem to burden some compared to some games. I wanted to jump into another mission right away. On the whole, I had a good time with it. Even though I'm wary of big campaigns right now, I doubt I'll be able to finish a review before the campaign is up. Postal delay prevented me from getting the proto copy until just a few days ago. Still, I mean, you can steal a quote out of that. Okay. Final grade. It's a good one. Do I want it? Yes. The vein image, I do feel like, is just absolutely just a third of a point grade bump down for what it could be versus what it is. Like, you're not setting yourself apart in any way, shape, or form. You're not making yourself look special at all. It's just, hey, here's a box. We're underwater. Yes, nothing else exciting. Also, I don't feel like you really spotlighted your stretch pay there as well, especially if you're going to hit me with that immediate. Because here's the thing, you got an immediate no. I feel like from a lot of people, and the fact that you have, a huge chunk of your people going to your cheaper pledges that don't include the minis mean that you didn't sell that well, and I feel like you could have, right? And stable pledges, the way people do that, they'll be like, okay, and they say it here, they don't, but GameFound does. But what a lot of companies do is it's like, all right, here's how much it's going to cost, over 6 payments. And I don't feel like, yeah, you did not. You didn't do that. And I feel like that would have been a good way to potentially do that. I also feel like the decision to have the choose your pledge, because that's what I feel like you want me to do, is go click this, which is in fact skipping over valuable information. It feels like just such a boneheaded decision to have that there, because it makes it seem like that's what you want me to do when it's not, probably. Because you haven't convinced me to give you $325 in any way, shape, or form yet. Just not. Also, not really spotlighting your other games, but granted, you only have the one. Because the other game, I guess that's not fair, because Wild Gardens is out. That's the second printing, so yeah. Let's check out, because they got 2 games. Let's see how they're rated on Board Game Geek. Because once again, I think that plays into my grade. Because if these are highly rated games, then it's like, well, I feel like you did a poor job showcasing to me that, yeah, we can do this. We've done it before. We've done it very, very well. So 4,135, very respectable number. That means way more hits than misses when you're sitting there. That's a nice number. Like, that's one of those ones where, like, an expansion turns into a great turnip. You can't judge that one. So, yeah, 3,100. I guarantee this one's been nominated for some awards if it's sitting at 3,100. Like, I'm sure that this one, there's been some awards it was nominated for, or there's some quotes here, something like that. Because those are great numbers. Yeah. So, yeah. A nitpick, but I definitely feel like spotlighting your track record. You need to do that. You got great customer service. You got a track record of solid games. And knowing that you have put out 2 other games, they're collectively at 3,000 and 4,000. If you're a Board Game Geek fan, says, okay, this game's going to be, like, if this ends up shaking out as a top 5,000 game, that's still going to mean it's pretty dang good to great game. So, yeah, put some more respect on your name. You've earned it. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? It feels Kickstarter reasonable. We're going to go with a solid grade. Plus, I think we got 2/3 of a point grade bump ups for various different things. In particular, that stretch goal section, which I think you did a terrible, atrocious job of spotlighting just how special and unique it was. And you know what? I'm going to go with 1/3 of a point grade bump down for just the button to click away, and then you didn't sell that Ultimate Gamers bundle well at all. And then also, part of me wonders, I love these stretch goals as a consumer because it makes my non-miniatures game become a miniatures game. But then at the same time, does that make it so that I'm less likely to get the miniatures version of the game? Like, are you biting your nose to spite your face, or whatever that expression goes? Let me know what you think about that one, because I love this basic concept as a gamer, but I wonder if it's counterintuitive. Either way, I think it's counterintuitive how you spotlighted it. So we're going to go with I'm going to go with a B. I'm going to go with a B. Yeah. I don't feel like they sold that expansion well. I don't feel like they sold the wooden token upgrades well. I don't feel like they sold the miniatures well. I don't feel like they spotlighted their track record well. But I feel like the video, you watch that video, you're going to know, yeah, I like this game, or no, I probably won't like this game. And then I think, even in that video, I feel like you could have spotlighted your track record. Instead of saying you're like you're rose-colored, 4, 5. And then at the end, you do it again. So it's like 10 seconds of you just saying your name, where you could have mentioned like way more important details. And I felt like the video dragged. And now knowing that there probably should have been more information in the video that wasn't even covered, it makes me feel like it dragged even harder. Yeah, I'm going to go with a B. Going to Gaia. Looks great. And I'm going to speculate right now. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to start doing this. I said I was going to try and predict where games would shake out on the Board Game Geek thing 1 year after they've shipped out. It's a really gutsy thing, because it's essentially saying whether or not I think a game is going to be good or bad, which is really hard to do. I think this one's going to be good. I also think the fact that it's 1 or 2 players is going to help it. you're a lot more likely, I think, to have bad gaming experiences when you drag more people into it. It's like, yeah, that rule booklet was terrible. It wasn't just me who had to deal with it. It was a 5-player game, right? When it's a 1 or 2-player game, it's just a different thing. So I think this one's going to shake out around, say, 32. I have faith. I have faith. Good customer service. Looks like a fun game. Very unique components. I just wish they would have spotlighted stuff a little bit better. B, let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for going to Gaia. And if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. You have yourself a great day. Goodbye.